Hey, you came back. Hello, once again, to part 5 of Guerrilla Filmmaking on Whimsy. Now, part of the inspiration for Whimsy was the film Pina, which is a documentary in tribute to the modern dance choreographer Pina Bausch. Uh, in my modern dance composition class, we had to research different different dancers and choreographers. And ultimately, I did mine on Buto, but there was another girl in class who did hers on Pina Bausch, and during her presentation, we watched the trailer for Pina, and I thought, this is astounding. I want to make a film like this. So immediately I tried to track down a copy. There was none. Amazon had Region 2 copies that were expensive, that I wouldn't be able to play anyway. I went on eBay. There was one Blu-ray copy that had like 30-some bids on it, and ended at $66. What I wound up doing is I went on YouTube and watched every single bit of footage I could and pieced the film together that way. And one of the dances in that film is a dance called Trust. And I thought, hey, I can do this dance. This is simple enough. You know, I'm not the greatest dancer. I'm a pretty good belly dancer and ballroom dancer. And I got creative with my modern dance, but, you know, I'm a terrible ballet dancer. But I looked at this dance Trust, and Trust is the theme of all my films so far, and thought, I can do this. And I'm going to justify this statue, which is called the Gymnast. The Gymnast being this very phallic-looking statue here. And I thought, well, I'm going to try and, you know, give it some more credibility and make it so that it doesn't seem so dirty. And there, oh man, was that my fault? Did I almost drop her? Did she lose balance? That's probably my fault. But after we did that first take, we realized it's way too slow. Let's do it a lot faster because now we have the hang of it. And basically what the premise is, you know, the man, me, is, you know, keeping her steady, but without me, she loses balance and begins to fall. Almost like a pendulum, in a sense, is how this is different from the dance that's featured in the movie, which, as you listen to the music, there's a very clock-like motif, which you'll see with the next dance that we filmed. Originally, we were going to do a ton of dances. Problem is, Pei and I didn't have time to get together in advance and rehearse any of them, and of course we were short on time. I love this urban environment. I love that you see cars going by in the background. You see the the lighting of the city, the backlight like that. And this is not how this dance was going to be originally. Again, like I said, it had been raining before, and the day before this, it was just a torrential downpour. Ooh, come on, jump. Jump, you can do it. Jump, 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 jump. Aw, chicken. So, and this is a marble, you know, set of chairs and table in the middle. And like I said, it had been raining the day before. The grass was still wet. So, you know, when I first got on there, I was wearing my shoes, and I almost slipped off and cracked my head open. So that's why I went barefoot. That's my fault again. She went one too far after I said stop. But I was late on the stop. The reason I chickened out there is that I ended on a really sharp, jagged edge. The reason, you know, I don't go for it ultimately and chicken out is, you know, I'm making eye contact with Pei, and ooh, I made it there. Look at that. Making eye contact with Pei, and I'm watching her cringe, and she's just like envisioning me getting impaled on this sharp edge, and I overjumped and fell off. And you can't tell here, but this is like an incredibly huge gap to jump onto that coffee table. I mean, it's like an Ed Norton jump in the movie Moonrise Kingdom. I can't believe I made it the first time, let alone a second time. But again, this was not originally what we were supposed to do, and originally it was supposed to be chasing each other in this weird game that I had set up, but I wound up setting it into a clock where it's a theme of what's been going on in the film. She's chasing me, I'm chasing her. Ultimately, I kind of break the bounds and catch her, and now I'm telling her what to do because we haven't rehearsed this. We're jumping off, and we hit the ground really hard. and we're going on a journey, which then transitions in that last one. Here, we went over what we were going to do, but I had never had someone jump on that side of me. Brittany Rabune and I, who was in One Effing Bullet, we had rehearsed this just a few days before in class. and unfortunately Pei wasn't in class, so I had to reteach her of what the exercises that we did. And this this is so fun to watch. So yeah, she caught me off balance, and we tried our best. Essentially, we kind of just winged it as we went along, and I'm telling her what we're doing next. Here I'm going, do you remember the teeter-totter? And she goes, nope. So we're kind of going over these modern dance exercises that we do in class and reviewing them, and this is kind of our process of relearning them. Some of these, like, this is just stuff that we would do in class, exercises that you'd put together to make into a dance, and man, she's strong. I'm like barely lifting her, but then she's like flinging me up. It's either a testament to her upper body strength or to how light I am. We missed that jump. Here we go again. That one worked. The only thing that doesn't work quite about this dance is that you don't see the T8 statue that well, so the dance doesn't, it isn't... Oh, we messed that one up. It is, the dance doesn't relate as much to the statue like the previous ones have. Again, I would have liked to have done more dances, but, we just ran out of time, and, here it's really dark, but I love the contrast of how we started out. And there's meaning between each of these dances. I'm not going to flat out, say what each one is. You can kind of, make your own judgments on those. And I laugh here because I've never seen myself do this, and I'm like, man, I'm really stiff. And Pai's, she's so loose and showing these great body movements. And, it kind of goes back to, well, the character I'm playing, or just me, is pretty stiff to begin with. And, she's there to loosen him up. And I say, oh, jump right here. But she's still leaning against me, and that kind of creates this... it's a cute moment, and that's why I left it in. That's it for guerrilla filmmaking on Whimsy. I hope you learned something. I still have a million more things I want to say, so I'll probably do another compilation. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, I'm Stephen Hayden, signing off. Thank you so much to Pei Wen for agreeing to do this. Thank you so much to Kip Paulson for being my director of photography. Thank you, Cynthia Adams, for everything you did and being my inspiration. Pei, you were my muse for this because you were the only person who would do this. And Kip, you were so gung-ho about doing this film that I wanted to do. Thank you so much to everyone. At a time when I was doubting myself as a filmmaker, I am astounded by how well Whimsy has been received, and it debuted online at a horrible time after a huge tragic event in America, and I hope I could have at least made you smile. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Join me again for Whimsical.